Okay, let's talk about tax incidence and elasticity from a demand perspective. All right, so taxes and elasticity. I have drawn up all the supplies are roughly unit elastic, and I've added in blue the demand curve. So what we have here is a perfectly inelastic demand curve where E equals 0. Then we have a inelastic demand curve where E is less than 1. And a unit elastic demand curve where E equals 1, and a elastic curve where E is greater than 1, a perfectly elastic curve where E equals infinity. And what we're looking at here, just as a quick overview, perfectly inelastic, no matter what the price, someone wants this amount. That's something they really got to have. This is something they pretty much got to have, like diapers for a baby, that type of thing. Their quantity doesn't vary a whole lot. They'll pay a lot of different prices for that amount of quantity. Here, they can take it or leave it. It's pretty even. Here, it's very elastic, meaning this is something you'll drop at a hat. Like if you change my price a little bit, see this little variability from top to bottom? You change my price a little bit, I'll change my quantity a lot. So if your price goes up, I'll just buy a lot less, or if it goes down, I'll buy a lot more. Perfectly elastic, you change your price at all, I'll just bring my price all the way back. This has implications when it comes to tax incidence. Who pays what of the tax, okay? And you guys know now from other lectures that the equilibrium price divides who pays what. So this is like the market price at Walmart, it's like $5. And you go to the register and you pay $5.25. Well, that's the price that buyers pay right there, but you know the buyers actually take $4.75 as well. So the the buyers pay this top half and the sellers pay this bottom half. And here they're even, okay, because they're unit elastic, all right? But if you have a perfectly inelastic demand, meaning you've got to have this quantity no matter what the price, the buyer's going to pay all of it. All right, that's the other extreme. So this is like kind of the middle. These are the extremes. I'm going to go down here and get this other extreme. If you're perfectly elastic, if you change my price at all, I'll just quit buying completely. All right, so right here, the sellers know that, and they have to pay all of the taxes. Now, let's look at something that you're relatively inelastic, like when my kids need diapers, I pretty much have to buy it. Guess what? The sellers, Huggies, they know that. They'll pay some of the tax. But see how much bigger this top half of this box is than this bottom? That means I pay more of the tax, so the buyer's paying that. All right? So if you had your numbers here, and let's say this was, $5, and this is $7, so $5 is the value, $7 is what you end up paying, and they take $4, okay? 4 minus 7, this is a $3 tax, of which the buyer is paying $2 of it. So $2 times the quantity, and let's say this is 10. It's a $30 tax overall, but the buyer's paying $20 of it, so they pay 2/3 of it in this example. And then lastly, if you have an elastic demand for something, you see where this equilibrium comes across. The buyers are only paying this little amount because you know what? If you put all that tax on them, they'll just pay less. Sellers are paying way more of this tax. It really just depends on your demand for a product, and how you respond through elasticity really allows some inference, some insight into who's going to pay what when it comes to tax incidence.